So, hello. Once again, I'm back on the not so old and not so new Lenovo Legion 5 Pro AMD edition, or AMD version if you prefer. And today, as always in the past few days, I've been running PikaOS 4, GNOME 49.2, Wayland, and I made a few changes. Once again, I'm streaming on Kick service, and it's full HD quality, and recording locally, as always. And also the changes that I've made to the system, I finally fixed the problem that I had, that I thought that that's it, I lost my PikaOS installation, and basically managed to fully update the system, so now it has all the latest updates with no issues at all. And this is another win on the progress that I have been doing. And hopefully the stream and the recording work just fine now. And I'll try to show you, as promised, the customization that I did on the system, on the surface of it, because so many things are already included in the package of the PikaOS 4 when you install the system. And of course, as I have said I think in the very first video, besides these things here that I installed, like patented media codecs and libraries, like PikaOS game utilities and all this stuff here, besides these things, of course I have installed my preferred theme, icons, mouse cursors, which are basically, you do these things with utilities that you can install through PikaOS or extensions, and one script that I got from the theme developer. So yeah, I'll just try to show you as many extension settings for today, and maybe I will have another video tomorrow, or maybe a third video the day after tomorrow. And after all these things, I will make a guide for PikaOS 4, and yeah, most probably it's going to be a small guide, unlike EndeavourOS or Void Linux, but it is what it is, I guess. Anyway, in order to show you my extensions, I have to, of course, load the extensions manager. The system comes installed with a few basic extensions itself. It calls these extensions system extensions. Before we begin, let's try to see if this works. Yes, okay. So in order to make things easier for you, I have enabled the zoom in, zoom out on the screen, so you'll be able to see the settings much easier. So yeah, system extensions, this came installed with the system. I didn't need to install them. They're quite good for beginners, especially quite good. So I think today I will just show you these ones for sure, the settings, those that have settings of course, and we'll see for the rest that I have installed some other day, if not today. Anyway, let's start with Arc Menu. Arc Menu basically, it's this menu on the top left corner here, on this top bar up here. On the top left corner, it's this little penguin icon, and basically this is a type of start menu. And besides having all the usual suspects like access to specific folders, system settings, restart, shutdown and all that, you can take care of the apps like this, you know, in just with the mouse, find the app that you want to launch and launch it. And of course it even has the access to its settings, so you can either access the settings through here or through this Arc Menu settings here. So I'll do that now, and I'll zoom ahead again. And what I did basically, it's this option here, positioning panel. I prefer it on the left side, but it has, I think, center and right, for those that care about such options, of course. And another thing that I did, if I remember correctly, was the menu button, I think it was the icon size, it was smaller if I remember correctly. I put it on 24, and in order to change the icon, I selected already mine. You click here on browse, and then let me zoom out now, it's not needed at the moment. You can search for an icon that you maybe have in mind, for example Debian, for example, and you get some options about this, or you can have something else that you prefer, like a file, like a folder or something, and you get various options. I went ahead with tax. I saw the icon that I preferred, and this is how I've done it. And basically this is what I did with the arc menu, nothing fancy, nothing special. And maybe I've customized the left click, right click, etc. But I'm not sure, I don't recall this detail. You have to keep in mind I did this many days ago, and since then I've done so many things with the system, and of course with the rest of my life. Anyway, so this is it about the arc menu. User themes, it's I think it's a must if you want to have your own themes and to be able to customize them. Ubuntu app indicators, I think this I used the default options, I didn't do anything crazy with it, and just enabled this one as well. Native window placement, same as well, it doesn't have any options, and I just enabled it. Basically, I just want to mention this. When you click on the arrow here, you get the explanation, description of the extensions. So basically it says down here, arrange windows in overview in a more compact way. So overview, it's like this one, for example, and when you have like this expose kind of a situation, the windows are getting placed in a more logical, more sensible way. So I like to have this option on. And then it's just perfection. I started with arc menu and I went the opposite way in order to speed up the process, because those are very simple to explain. And now here also, more or less, I didn't touch anything, but here and on behavior and customize, it's what I did. So basically, you can copy my options here. I will zoom once again. So you can copy these switches that I have turned on if you like what you see on my case, on my system. Okay. So these are the options. You can pause the video or the stream and take a photo or whatever. And then this is the whole magic of the situation. Again, if you like what you see on my system, just copy the values here. Basically, I will explain this. For example, usually when you install the system, the time and date are in the middle of the top bar. Basically, with this extension, I made them to go to the far right of the screen and be like I prefer them to be, like in most operating systems that I have been getting used to, like for so many decades. I prefer it to have it on the right side of the screen, or the top right corner to be exact. More like, think of it like more Mac OS situation. Anyway, I will zoom in again. So I think I changed these options down here to 0 and 0 pixels. Panel position top and clock menu position right. Position offset 14. Basically that makes sure that whatever else will pop up here in the menu The clock will always remain on the far right of the screen, if I remember correctly. And these are the rest of the stuff that I've tinkered. Animation, no animation. Dash icon size, I put it on 48. And notification banner position, top right corner, like of course the clock, the date and all that. And for the rest I just let them on the default settings. And this is it for this extension. And in my opinion, a must have. And last but not least, the trickiest of all, at least for me, it's the dash to dock. Basically it's this dock here that I have customized the way I like it through this extension. So you can click the settings here. I will not zoom in at this point in time because I think you can quite easily understand the options here. And then I will just click here, and these are the options that you may need to fix, like my own options. So yeah, and then we are coming on launchers. Again, I've made a few changes in these options. You can once again copy. For example, this icon, it's not usually up here. I prefer it up here, and on the dock I mean, and that's why I put it here. I think, if I remember correctly, it was on the opposite side or something like that. And if I remember correctly, it didn't have the waste bin, the trash, but I could be wrong at this point in time. But anyway, try to copy my values here, my switches and all that, and you will be golden. And then on behavior, I think this was on, I've disabled it, and I also have put here show Windows previews, and click action, it's like this. I will show you again behavior, this cogwheel icon here. These are the options, the way I prefer them. Maybe you don't care, you don't like, do it as you wish. And last but not least, appearance. Once again, you can copy my settings or customize it as you see fit. You can create your own dock basically. And yeah, I think this is a nice start for the extensions for today. Yeah, and one other thing that you need to do in order to be able, I will close the stream with this. One other thing that you need to customize the system is GNOME 2X, and this one is for the fonts. As always, my thing, Roboto Mono basically for everything. You click, for example, here, you type the font or you search the font on the list, and then you can set the size with these options down here. And then you can set the themes, the cursors, the icons, everything in here. For example, instead of add Vita, I don't know how to pronounce this, I have my sweet cursors that I prefer, and instead of the default icons that again are add Vita, add Vita, I have my own candy icons. And for the cell and legacy applications, I have my sweet dark V40 theme. It's very important to download the V40 theme in order to make sure that it is fully compatible for GNOME 49. And after you will do these things, maybe worst case scenario, you will need to run this. I'm jumping ahead, but as I said, I will explain everything in the guide, in one of the videos, and in the guide in the days ahead. After you will install the themes, you need a script. I have it installed inside here on the themes directory, and basically you need to run this script here. It's from the developer of the theme, if I remember correctly. And after you will download it, you will set the proper permissions. and then you just do execute this script, and it asks you what theme you want to change. Of course, I don't have many, so you just select Sweet Dark V40, and it does its own tricks on the background, and you are done. I will now just exit the script. And yeah, after you will do these things, you will end up having this theme that I prefer so much. I'm weird like that. And before I go, silly me, I forgot to show you my system settings. I will use both GNOME UI and the terminal in order to do that. Let me zoom a bit to make it easier for you. So yeah, PikaOS 4, Legion 5 Pro, GNOME Wayland, AMD Ryzen 7 5800H, NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3070 Mobile Max Q, 16 GB of RAM, 1 TB of SSD space, and the native screen resolution, which is 2560 by 1600, 165 Hz. And speaking of which, I had a good comment mentioning that because I say on the video title on the stream, I mentioned that this is 2K resolution. It's not 2K resolution, of course. It's at least on the stream. Not on the stream. Sorry, on the YouTube. It's 1440p, for example. But yeah, if you will see the numbers, it's something between 3K and 1440p. So that's why I mentioned it's 2K. Of course, it's not 2K. Anyway, that's not here or there at the moment, as I was supposedly I will show you the system information. And last but not least, in the about space here, PikaOS 4, Lenovo Legion 5. Let me get the system details up. Lenovo Legion 5 Pro, 16 GB RAM, the processor, the NVIDIA GPU, PikaOS 4, 49 GNOME version, Wayland. And I'm running the latest software, everything is up to date, and I'm so glad that I have like the opposite, like totally opposite experience with GNOME than Cosmic. I really cannot believe the things that I saw with Cosmic, but I read online, to be honest, I have to mention this because I didn't mention the other thing the other days, or I didn't say it on the video description on my videos. Supposedly Cosmic is still under heavy development. They're still crafting it, and maybe I was too harsh on the thing, but yeah, I didn't know about this. I thought it was a done deal. It was as ready made as possible. But yeah, sorry if I have offended anyone, but Cosmic for now it's not for me for sure, at least not with PikaOS 4. Maybe in the future I will use it maybe with Pop OS or some other Linux distribution, and it will change my opinion about it, even if it's under heavy construction. Anyway, I think this was it. Hopefully the stream and the recording is fine, and I will be able to edit the thing and upload it on the YouTube channel. Once again, thank you for everything, and yeah, see you on the next one. Bye!